Hey kiddos, we are going to get going on our writing today. And we've got a good start on our story already. So, you know, your writing is in your green folder. And you need your kids and school journal. And we'll see the story that we already did. And I come to the story that I'm working on right now. And the best thing that I can do is read what I wrote so far. Remember, we don't want to write the same thing again. That's boring. And I want to know what I'm thinking about as I'm doing this. So we wrote about a person in our family. My brother likes to go fishing. That was my sentence number one. When I finished sentence number one, I did my green around only the first letter of the first word and the red around my period. There's my green light and my red light. He goes fishing all the time. That was my sentence number two. I circled the capital with the green, and I know that was the end of sentence number one. It has a red around the period, so sentence number two must start with a capital. And I circled the period with the red. So now I'm going to think about my third sentence, and then you're going to think about your third sentence. What do I want to say about him now? But I need some things to have ready every time I'm writing. Every time. My word wall is out. I have it right near me. My green dictionary is out. I have that right here where I'm working. And my blue journal is right with me too, in case I want to look up some people, some places, or some ways that our bodies move. So let's see. He is crazy about fishing. He goes fishing all the time. And I'm going to say he catches some big ones. I mean, he really does sometimes. Sometimes they can be even like a trophy where you put them up on the wall. So I'm going to say he. Now, this is the end of sentence number two. And I'm going to start sentence number three. So I start it with a capital. He, in goes my finger, catches. Boy, I know catches is not on the word wall, and I know it's not a people or a way a body's moving or an animal. That leaves me with my green one, A, then B, and then under C, ch. I hear Charlie. I hear nope, not in there. So I'm going to put in my finger and I'm going to sound it out, and that's okay. We do a lot of sounding out, but we sound out slow. Remember the tortoise and the hare? Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady gets your word sounded out better. He catches. Catch. Now be careful. I'm not saying shh. It's not that, brother. And I'm not saying It's not that, brother. I'm saying Charlie. He loves choo trains. He CH. He catches. I need an S. He catches some. I'm going to check my word wall. Under S. Some. Nope, I know those words. It's not any of those words. I'm going to go to the green and I'm going to look under letter S. Look at that, I opened right to S. And S comes toward the end of the alphabet. Some. Ooh, I got lucky. SOME. I found it right in my green journal. So I would leave that open for me to be able to see it. And if maybe you weren't sure, you could ask a grown-up and bring them your journal and say, can you help me find the word some, if that's the word you were looking for? Remember, if you don't find it in there and your grown-up doesn't find it, then you need to sound it out. Some, right there in my green dictionary. He catches some big. Well, big is on our word wall. I'm absolutely positive. B-I-G. So I can spell that pretty easily. Big. He catches some big, I could say he catches some big ones. And I'm just kind of thinking it over. Or I could say he catches some big fish. I think I'll go with fish. And you know what? Our blue one, remember this one has animals. We could check for the word fish. Do you see a fish? No, a bear, a monkey, a lion, a spider, a cat, a dog, a snake, a clown, a cowboy, a doctor, a king, a queen, a monster, a bird, a dinosaur, a duck, a frog, a horse, a cow. Oh, and this is how our bodies can move. So I didn't find fish in there. I'm going to sound it out. In goes my finger. You hear an F. Eh. There's a little line that got on my paper yesterday. I'm going to put my I right next to that. If. Shh. Now we hear Sherman, the one who wants everyone to be quiet. Now I'm going to check my sentence to see if it sounds good, if it makes sense. Little dude always says it's got to make sense. He catches some big fish. I like it. It turned out good. I think other people will understand it. I think it's a great sentence. When I finish that third sentence, it's time to get out the crayons. I just need a green and a red, of course, right now. This is the start of sentence number 3 because sentence number 2 ends right there. Sentence number 3 begins, so I make sure that I have a capital. If I went to put my green around there and I noticed it wasn't a capital, then I fix it. I fix it right then and there. I got my red and I circle a period because I want to make sure that I have that. That is super important. Super little, but super important. It's a stop sign. Just like if there was no stop sign when we're driving, there would be a crash. We have to know when we're reading when to stop. All right. So now I've got my brother out in his boat. He's fishing. I even see a big fish that's going to bite on his worm. It's going to be a hot, sunny day. He likes to go fishing when it's nice and warm out. And I said, sometimes he even catches those really big ones. So you know what? Behind this fish here, I'm going to draw that really big one that he might catch. I bet he would be hoping that the big one would bite on his worm. All right. Now, when you're done writing your third sentence today, put your journal back into your green folder. Put your dictionary and your journal helper back. Put your word wall back. Now I'm putting my journal back. Everything where I know where to find it. And then you'll be totally ready for the next day, for the job that you're going to do on writing on Friday, okay? All right, go add your third sentence. You are ready.